So as far as it goes, was that your first?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm interested because I have a 13-year-old, I have a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
What was it that made you decide to have sex at that point?
Like on the outside, you would think we hated each other.
Wait, so y'all used to like
hate
act
them.
like y'all were mortal enemies? Did you actually hate them at one point?
There was days there was like.
Or were
why
y'all
you
just
fucking-
pretending?
I would like for me.
So wait, so y'all were having sex while y'all was acting like y'all hated each other?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna be behaved.
Right, you're gonna act like the little prim little girl and everything.
And I'm also gonna act like a brat and things of that nature, but I'm also gonna act like I'm a grown ass woman.
I'm gonna tell you what, if my kids, Michaela McKenzie, if y'all watch, you better not ever. What's up, YouTube? Back in the lab with KD for the summertime. And this time I got my hitters with me. If you want to get this work, hit up at KD with the muscle on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. Your face. You gotta be laughing. You messed up my intro. It's okay. Okay, so how you doing today, miss?
I'm fine.
Are you extremely shy? No? Okay, so are you homeless?
Currently, yes.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 32.
30. Wow, you don't look 32. You look great. Okay, and so how long have you been homeless?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks? What happened 3 weeks ago that caused you to become homeless?
Well, we had a terrible electrical problem in the apartment, and it kind of burnt. So
The apartments?
yeah,
They burnt down?
Kind of got in flames.
Okay, so the unit got like a lot of fire damage and stuff like that. Was it just your unit or was it multiple units?
No, I think it was just mine, and it was plugging up something, and it just started sparking and stuff, and then the wall kind of got caught on fire.
Like almost like the inside of the wall, like it was inside type deal?
Yeah, it was inside. Like, it was inside the kitchen, and I was plugging up my crock pot, and the wall started sparking, and I was thinking like, damn, did I get the thing wet? I was like, nah, I didn't have it go see section. But then it started sparking, it was just like little flames. So I just didn't want to live there, so I decided to.
So you just decided to leave, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the apartment manager, whoever, did they say they was gonna fix it?
Well, no, I've been having troubles with these apartments for like 5 years. Well, since I moved here.
So it's kind of like the final straw type.
Yeah, so I was like,
Okay. This is in Atlanta. Okay. Okay. So something happened to your apartment. I get that. And so that happened 3 weeks ago. Have you been like kind of outside? Or have you been in like the shelters type deal?
No, I've been with a friend. Well, she's an older lady that I take care of.
Okay.
And so she grew fond of my children, and we was really, really close. And I used to be her children's teacher and her grandchildren's teacher. And
Teacher at like a daycare, a school, elementary school?
Yeah, at first it started as it's an elementary/middle school. It's a private school, my friend owned.
Okay.
And I was a teacher there, and she grew fond of my children, and I just started, we just loved on each other. I just loved her. And so
She helped you out in this situation?
Yeah.
So how many kids do you have?
I have
3, and so how old are they?
15, 12, and 9.
Okay, 15, 12, and 9. I have a 15-year-old. My 15-year-old just turned 15 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So shout him out. Shout out Mookie Bear. All right, so okay, so long story short, okay, so and you got 3 kids, and they're all living with you and the lady basically?
No, the two is living with me, but my oldest lives with his grandparents.
Lives with his grandparents?
Yeah, that was a choice back when I was in college.
So do they have like the same dad or different dads?
Different.
Different dads, and 2 dads or 3 dads?
3.
Okay. And so the youngest 2 live with you? And the oldest lives with his dad's family, basically. Okay. How has he been living with his dad's family, like, and for how long?
Yeah. Let's see. When I went off to college, I had him young in high school. So when I went off to college.
So it's basically most of his life he's been living with them.
Right, since he was like 6.
Okay, I get it. Okay. So, and as far as the other 2, do their dads know that you're in this situation right now?
No.
Are they like active and present in their kid's life? No. Okay, so not really active and present. Okay. So they don't have a clue. They're not really in their lives, that type of deal. Okay, I got you. Okay, have you ever been married?
Nope.
No? All right, so let's just start from the beginning. So where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
You from Jersey? I'm from Jersey. Hey man, what part of Jersey?
Newark.
Newark? Oh, you from the Cap? Hey man, shout out that Newark, New Jersey, man. You better be careful up there. Newark ain't no joke, all right? So man, y'all better don't sleep on Jersey. Jersey, hey, they ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, no.
All right, so growing up in Newark, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Mm-hmm. For the most part.
For the most part, did they split at a certain point?
No, my dad went off to jail, been in and out, but
okay, so in and out jail type deal. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so, do you have brothers and sisters?
I do have an older brother.
Okay, how much older is he than you?
2 years.
2 years. So y'all were pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, and so growing up, would you say you had like a fairly normal childhood?
Sure, the most part, wasn't too dramatic, I grew up with all of my cousins, so it's like 10 of it's my
yeah, I know how that cousin life is.
And I'm like the only female, so
shout out to Nicole, shout out to Dawood. Okay.
But,
so you was amongst a bunch of boy cousins and brother and this and that. What was that like for you growing up?
I had to survive.
Okay.
I had to survive. I had to hold my own though.
I'm asking a question, right? So, growing up, did anything like traumatic ever happen to you? Like, any type of sexual assault or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I had a fairly decent life, Got your crazy family members, and then you got your same ones. You got the ones you.
We know how that family goes.
You like them, and then when you was kids, you liked them, and then you grew up to know what they really are, and you started distancing yourself.
That type of deal.
But
I get it. Okay, so
that,
so you ended up like going to high school, graduated.
I was ready to high school.
And you say some college?
Yep, I did.
Okay, what college?
Oh, I went to Hillsborough Community College.
Hey man, shout out Hillsborough, man. Shout it out. Okay, so at a certain point, because you say basically, I guess at the end of high school, you had your first kid?
Mm-mm.
What was that?
I had my first kid when I was 15. So
15 in high school. So let's talk about that. So as far as it goes, like, was that, was you like in a relationship with the dad at that point?
No, it was a friend of my family, and they've been close. They've always like
so family friend, and then y'all were kind of. How was he the same age as you or?
No, same age as my brother. They were really close friends.
Okay, so it's like your brother's best friend type deal. How long had y'all been messing around before you ended up getting pregnant?
Let's see.
Like what age were you when y'all started messing around?
13, 14.
Okay, yeah. So 13, 14. I know how that goes.
Yeah.
So as far as it goes, was that your first?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm interested because I have a 13-year-old, I have a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
What was it that made you decide to have sex at that point?
I guess it was more or less like you really don't know no better, and you think what they're saying is, very comforting. You hear it. It's not like I don't want people to think like, okay, if someone tells you grew up saying someone says you love you so much, it won't shock you, but it's different. Parents can say they love you all day long, but when somebody that doesn't really know you,
it hits differently.
And it's like different when you're young, and then you're just young.
Do you? Yeah. Was there like for instance, was it a situation where like there would always be this available time for y'all to do it because parents would be at work and stuff like that?
Each other. Like on the outside, you would think we hated each other. Hated each other.
Wait, so y'all used to act like y'all were mortal enemies? Did you actually hate them at one point?
There was days there was like.
Or were y'all just pretending?
I would like for me.
So wait, so y'all were having sex while y'all was acting like y'all hated each other?
Yeah. It was flirting at first. It was flirting. Kissing and things of that nature in the closet and shit like that. And that was pretty fun as a kid because
well, look at you. You're beaming.
It was
even talking about it. Looking like I was just smiling.
I was young.
Right, but I'm trying to figure out, because this is interesting information, right? Like I said, I have kids. And I would want to know if my kids are doing something like that. You're saying that you was kind of covering it up because you was pretending like...
Yeah, well, because he was older than me, and
So you was acting like the bratty little sister type deal,
right.
and he was acting...
just like we were ass to each other, like...
Even when y'all were screwing?
Asses to each other. We played the part very well. Like, people really think we hated each other. And then when we had gotten the baby, they were like...
Wait, what? Right.
What happened?
What was your parents' reaction? Was your dad in jail at that point, or was
Oh, my dad passed.
What age?
He passed me when I was like 4.
Oh wow! Now hold on now. Okay. Now see okay. Cause you tell the story as though like, well, dad was in and out of jail, and
Yeah.
and I get it, but up to 4, like not like
4.
through.
Well, he got sick at 4.
Okay.
He got really sick. He got attacked in jail, and he got sick. He caught HIV.
So ooh.
Yeah.
And he passed away shortly thereafter, type.
No, my mom took care of him for about 9.5 months. My mom took care of him. He was bedridden. Back then in the 90s,
Yeah, HIV was death sentence. Yeah, it was death sentence. So.
And so, she took care of him, and I really cherish my mom because to watch somebody that you love deteriorate in front of you, still raise children.
So let's dive in, right? Because so then you kind of grew up with a lack of your dad in your life, right?
But I had uncles that was really close to my dad. So his twin brother.
Right, kind of. So I was a twin brother.
It wasn't like yes, I was missing my dad, but I still had the life lessons when it comes from a man.
Well, right, and okay, so because I'm trying to connect that to then, well, how do we end up with the situation where you're having sex at 13 and stuff like that?
If I missed it, no, like I told you, when I was young, it was fun. I was mischievous. Mischievous. And like, it wasn't no like, oh, oops, he talked me into this. No.
It's like, no, it was a consensual, right? Y'all decided to do it. Right. Did your uncles and them like kind of try to tell you like, hey, don't be having sex out here?
My uncles, my uncles, they were very growing up with a whole bunch of brothers and cousins and stuff like that. Male, you kind of like know how to go around.
So you learn how to skate around a little bit.
Of course, I'm gonna be behaved.
Right, you're gonna act like the little prim little girl and everything.
And I'm also gonna act like a brat and things of that nature. But I'm also gonna act like I'm a grown ass woman.
I'm gonna tell you what, if my kids, Michaela McKenzie, if y'all watch, you better not ever. Okay, I'll be so mad if I put in all this work and they end up like a pregnant teenager. I would just be upset. But okay, I get it though. I get it. So, okay, so long story short,
But I made it through high school, graduated, never missed a day with the school pregnant.
Right. Well, right. I'm about to say you made it happen, right? Yeah. That's the bottom line. But I'm still interested because like at the end of high school, it sounds like you had your next two. Because you said 15.
They're 3 years apart. So
right, so 15 and then 18, which is basically when high school ends, right?
No, I graduated early, sir. I graduated when I was 16.
Okay.
I did my last year. I was a junior. Junior when I had my kid at the end of spring break.
At 15?
Yeah.
That doesn't line up.
Yeah.
I mean, did you skip a grade or something like early in life?
Yeah, no. I didn't go through kindergarten. I went straight to
first grade. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say because mathematically that wasn't adding up.
Yes.
Okay. So.
But then when I graduated at my 16th year. So
I get it.
Just turned 16.
I get it, but shortly thereafter, right? Shortly thereafter, you had the next child, and then you say 3 years after that. And so, okay, so I mean, okay, so we graduated high school. You say you did some college, right? Okay, and so what was life like? Like when we stopped going to college or whatever, we had our next baby. Was it kind of a struggle at that point, or was it like?
I had a job. I've had my first place. Once I graduated high school, my son's grandmother helped me get my first place.
Okay.
So I had my first place. I was working, also going to school, but college got too hard for me personally. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I didn't really feel like. I mean, I had the passion for what I wanted to do, which was chemistry, but then I had to sit back and think about what am I going to use it for?
Chemistry or working at the health field? Like you can easily like use chemistry for a lot of things.
When you learn about the background of chemistry and these plants and these facilities and things of that nature, it's really hard getting in. Like I never got a chance to intern, to be honest with you. And experience trump out education. A lot of people don't understand that.
Well, you need both, especially in certain fields. Like the healthcare field,
and then people still won't hire you.
I agree. Yeah, no, 100%.
So I felt like I don't think I was gonna ever get a chance to.
You sabotage yourself.
I
Let's
did.
just say it. Let's
I did.
just because you're trying to make excuses.
I did.
But I help people
I
to help people to take accountability.
I said, yo, I really did. I said,
Right. You sabotage yourself, right? So do
Yeah.
you regret that?
No,
No?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed.
You enjoy sabotaging yourself as far as your career?
I don't feel like I lacked anything. Like,
Okay.
I went to culinary school, had a career in that.
Okay, so you
never lost
switched
it.
trade basically.
I did.
Okay.
So I don't feel like I sabotaged myself. I probably tweaked a little thing and fucked myself over, but I didn't fuck my life up. It wasn't
I get
like
it.
my last.
So let me ask real quick. So the two that don't live, the two that live with you, okay, and so they live with you and the lady or whatever, and so ultimately, like, what is the plan to kind of get out of this situation?
So I am about to find a place for Section 8. I just got my voucher, which I'm super excited.
Congrats on that.
I had one already, but they gave me another one. And what's really hard is finding a place. That's the only thing that's hard for me. That's the only thing that's
Yeah.
really
A
holding me
lot
back.
of landlords are stopping taking Section 8 vouchers. They're not taking them as often or as much as they used to. So
you know.
finding a place that actually accepts it sometimes can be the challenge for sure.
Right. So that is really what's my big hurdle is.
Okay, I get it.
Like, I have a job. I wish somebody would just be like, hey, point you in that direction. These people take Section 8. Or,
Man, listen.
But it's like you have to.
You gotta put the work
gotta
in.
dig.
Yeah, you
And it's like-
gotta really put your feet to the pavement and make it
it's
happen.
like-
So,
And so sometimes I think, like, is it worth it?
Well,
But then
yeah.
again, it's like, yeah.
well, yeah, of course it
Because
is.
the price
I mean,
of
'cause
living is ridiculous.
when you got kids, and so
Yeah.
you gotta be able to not have to go through these type of situations, you know,
But
and that Section 8
you're still going
helps.
through these type of situations because you have to find what you look like. It's just like the same thing as if you're searching for a home, right?
Yeah, no,
If you
trust.
didn't have a voucher, you're still searching for a home. You got to find the right
It's hard
home.
enough, yeah.
It's hard enough to do
Yep.
that.
So imagine doing it with a
voucher gives you
Section 8.
leverage of, security that you can pay. Or
Right.
They giving these people comfort in mind that, okay, yeah, you guarantee you can be paid. You can pay your rent.
Right.
Vice versa, if you don't have one, these people still they're sketchy about, can you really pay your stuff?
Right.
So it's still hard.
A little more guaranteed to the landlord.
To a landlord.
I
Which
get
is
it.
the only advantage. Like, I feel like the only advantage, and things of that nature. But
Okay. Well,
it's
listen,
just a
miss.
hurdle.
If and so right now, is your mom still living and everything?
Yeah.
So if she would have happened to come across this video on YouTube, does she know, first of all, that you're kind of in this homeless situation?
Yeah, my
And so
mom
if she would
knows.
happen to
She
come
lives-
across this video on YouTube, what do you think her thoughts and her reactions would be?
My mom gonna laugh. I'm not gonna lie to you. My mom, she's I guess that's what I get me and my brother get our sense of humor from. She'll laugh at situations like that. She was like, well.
Sometimes you gotta laugh through life,
Then
man.
the first thing she'd be like, okay, so what you get out of it? But
I ain't
no,
mad at that.
my mom knows my story. Like, my mom, she has a story of her own. And,
Okay.
All
right, well, listen, miss, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
No, thank you.
No? You don't have any of that? IG,
Oh,
Facebook?
I do. I have that, but I don't want to give it out.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries,
Thank
no
you.
worries.
But tell your viewers thank you.
Well, listen, you just said it. No worries, all right? So we really appreciate you, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best, all right?
Thank you.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
You too.
All right.